Yo, welcome back to the Dennis Herrera Show. I was going to come on a little bit earlier today, but, I have a little thank you video for you members out today. So, you are free to make fun of it. It is AI generated from a photo that I have taken for my profiles. So you will enjoy it. Let me say hello to my friends here first and family. Brian, really, you are the first one on the chat, my friend. Congratulations. Big bro. Appreciate you, man. Can't wait to meet you all in person, honestly. Big brother, Robert, you haven't died on me. That's a good sign. Love having you here. I want you to enjoy every single day that God grants you. Every day. You understand? So it could be 3 decades, 5 decades, whatever it is. You be grateful and give all the glory to God. All right, Omar, I was watching latest live. Snap, we will begin shortly. Love it. I love it. You guys ready? You guys ready to see my new thank you for joining members? Let me see. If you guys want to see my new thank you for joining members, put a 1 on the chat. And let me know if you want to see it. I will go ahead and play it for you, okay? Only if you want to see it. Cray Miss, how are you? I'm betting no suit. I could be wrong. Let's see. No suit. Yeah, evenings, I normally don't wear the suit. I am wearing I guess it's my hunting camouflage jacket. And I hope I don't get banned, but I like it because it has a holster for my gun. And that is always good, okay? So, love this jacket. Love this jacket. Let me see. Who else do we have in here? Janice, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. And let's see. My man. Mike wants to see the new thank you members for joining. Are you ready? I don't want to, listen, I don't want you to unsubscribe, okay? I don't want you to, just go crazy and start unsubscribing and you don't want to be members no more after what I'm about to show you. But I think you'll like it. We'll see. Tell me what you think. I believe the AI exaggerated just a little bit on my dimples, but the rest of the gay moves, that's pretty accurate. It is pretty gay. Without being... I ain't gonna lie, this is embarrassing, but I think it's for all fun, okay? So I will do that for you. Uh-oh. Unc Andy, the thumb scratcher is here. That's how I read it, right? Because I always read your name first. Unc Andy 47, the thumb scratcher. Oh, man. Robert, I'm sorry. It's going to be hella corny. All right, just so you know, I gave AI my profile photo, okay? You see that new profile on my YouTube channel? Okay, I gave AI that profile, and I said, make me dance. So here you go. Without further ado, thank you, members, for being a part of my show, The Dennis Herrera Show. Enjoy. That's the new AI video. That's right, Brian. You got that, didn't you? That's the new emoji, my friend. That is the new emoji just for today, St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. We showed two videos today. When I was getting off earlier today, the third one came on, but I had to go pick up my wife, etc. I hope that you guys are that you guys enjoy that. I thought it was very very funny. I will probably, maybe in the future. Thank you, Brian. Maybe in the future, I would probably do the dance myself. Okay, I will probably do a little bit of merengue, a little salsa, or something, and we'll put a little mix of President Trump's little dance in it, and we'll see how that comes out. We'll see how that comes out. I will play that again because I really do appreciate my members. You guys continue. Listen, you don't just. I understand. Most of you guys, are with me and subscribe. I appreciate everybody, but I want you to understand something. It's not the quantity or the amount of membership that you pay. Any I appreciate. I'm telling you right now, if I had $1 for every member that we have 18,000 members right now. If I had $1 for every member, every subscriber that I have, that's a $18,000 right there, and that will be a lot of money. And remember this, guys. And I don't want you to feel like I'm going to back out or whatnot. One of the reasons why One of the reasons why, and now this is just for my members, for my family, okay? One of the reasons why I made this channel is to obviously I want to be able to tell stories with you guys. I want to be able to just, for those of you who like to chat or tell stories, I want to be able to open that up in my channel. This is why I do my lives twice. I was doing them 3 times a day. Sometimes I still do, but I want you to know that that is part of it. The other thing is politics. Politics and religion is more serious to me, so I dig deeper into that. But besides that, is we want to grow the channel, not so that I can be rich. The goal is not for me to be rich, but I really want to make it sort of like not a charity, because a charity I will be tax exempt and I have to be paying taxes, right? But I want to be able to, if we don't win the governor's position, if we don't win, if we win, it's going to be massive win for Washington State. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. But if we don't win, I want to be able to collect enough money, pay my taxes, of course, as they are due. But I really can't wait to feed people, to be able to clothe people, to do something charitable like that, like as if it was for me. You guys already know my story when God sent me to Honduras after Hurricane Mitch devastated the villages in Honduras. And I thought I had to bring all this money and all these things prepared. But you know what? God had everything ready for me to go to work. And, well, I didn't understand that time. But now, because of the experiences that I have had in life and experiences that I have had from God, I have learned to trust God 100%. And I'm always fearful, not because God will fail, but because I would fail. So I have to trust that God has control of everything, because otherwise I am just going to fail. It is what it is. I really, truly believe that. Okay. So with that being said, thank you to the members. If you didn't notice, there is a couple of superstars in that membership. That is my highest membership. It's $24.99, but I believe YouTube puts it in at $29.99, and that's how that works. Let me send a message to my brother. Let me see. Let me put a message to my brother Saltwater, because I think he said he wanted to know live. Some people don't get notifications still, and I think that the reason for that, I think, is that YouTube does not. This is I don't blame them, but YouTube does not want to allow everybody that has hundreds of thousands, some of them millions, can you imagine, of subscribers watching everything, all at once. And I think they only allow a certain percentage of the members, to go on a live. I think the only time that I have seen them make an exception with the subscribers, I think, because I've seen 3,000 people on my live before, but that's normally during something very special, maybe something during maybe a speech, from President Trump, a campaigning, theme or anything like that. But anyway, I appreciate you members for doing that, and I thought you will enjoy it. If you're a member, don't forget to use your St. Patrick's emojis just like that. Just so you know, I need more members. I need more subscribers because I need to make more emojis. Now, I'm trying to get better at them so they look bigger. The emojis are like very, very small. And so, just the more members that I get, the more emojis I can add. Right now, I'm at the max. So we got rid of the weakest link, which is Christy Nome. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. She was the weakest link. She had to go. She had to go. I think the next one to go is going to be our First Lady, Melania. And I think somebody else is going to have to take that spot. And I'm thinking about General Kane. I think maybe General Kane. We'll see. We'll see. Kash Patel hasn't won my respect that much. Hoopty. Oh, man, that's so cheap, bro. That's nothing. This is a real emoji. Bam! That's what I'm talking about, Ozzy. Ozzy knows what's up. Ozzy knows what's up. Thank you, members. Ozzy, did you get to watch the new video for the thank you members? Put a 1 on the chat if you saw the video of thank you members. I know there's at least 3 of you guys. I know Robert, Brian, and Man. For sure. Let me see who else. I don't know if Ozzy was here. Yeah, Hoopty, we'll give you that. It has a little bit of green on it. But we're throwing out the actual little guy with the club, with the lucky clubs. Let me see. Okay, Robert. Yeah, I know Robert. I know Brian. I know Omar was there. All right, maybe you'll catch it on the second one. I don't know if Tanya saw it, but Ozzy probably didn't watch it. Maybe you guys will catch it on the next one. Okay, so. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll play it after we watch the video from President Trump. This is one of the videos that we didn't watch yet, so we'll get to watch it. And then after this, of course, we will go ahead and take some calls. Got a couple of other clips that I want to show you for today. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, just get ready for this. If you already saw it, by all means, you can feel free to kick some ass on the chat. But I haven't seen the whole thing. I only see part of it. So I got to watch or listen to it at least as I respond to some more comments that we get on the chat. Here we go.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's an honor to have you. And we witnessed, I think you witnessed too, the Gardner brothers. Where the hell are they? They could dance. They moved those legs. I never saw anything like it. But they were terrific today at the Capitol, and I know you just got to witness them. But it's really wonderful being with you. We have a lot of things happening. I spent my whole day with the Irish. And I should have been spending it with the Iranians, but that's not, in a different sense. We're doing very well, I will say. We're knocking them for a loop. They can't have a nuclear weapon, and they now understand that very strongly. But we have a great country, and we have an unbelievable military. We have the most powerful military in the world, and people see that. And I rebuilt it in my first term, and I didn't know I'd have to use it so much in my second term, but the men and women of our military, I pay them my highest love and compliments. Thank you very much. I'm delighted to welcome everyone to the beautiful White House. There's just no place like it, right? No place like it. And we have a beautiful addition that's going to be added on very soon. You probably hear about. In fact, see that beautiful curtain right there, that gold curtain? That's going to be, it's like a knockout panel behind that curtain. And you'd be looking into a deep foundation, very, very deep into the ground right there. And then next time you come back, maybe the next 2 times, okay? Maybe not 4 next time, but by the second time, you're going to see one of the most beautiful ballrooms anywhere in the world. You know, they've always wanted a ballroom at the White House. All the presidents for 150 years, they say, or more, and they never had. This is a beautiful room, but this is very small for, you know, when you think about state dinners and the things that we do. So they put out a tent on the lawn, and if it rained, it was a problem. It was a nasty problem. But it's a lot of work going on. I hear the pile drivers going, and to me, I love the sound of those pile drivers. My wife doesn't love it too much in the morning. She said, "Will they ever stop?" I said, "Yeah, another few months." But it's really something that's going on right over there. It's going to be a beautiful addition to the White House after 150 years. But on this special day, we gather here to celebrate an incredible feat of friendship between Ireland and the wonderful place that we call the United States. We call it America. A lot of good names, but it's a great place, and it's doing really well. We've never done better. We took a little bit of a journey, a little bit of an excursion over the last 2 weeks because we thought we had to do something about very bad people that want to have nuclear weapons. We can't allow that. They would have had it. If we didn't send the B-2 bombers in, they would have had it 7 months ago, a couple of weeks after that, and we can't let that happen. So we did a little excursion, and we're way ahead of schedule, as you probably noticed. And we've had, we knocked out their Navy, their Air Force, their anti-aircraft equipment, their radar, and their leaders. It's been amazing militarily, but it's something that had to be done. Unfortunately, I say, we don't do it with glee. But we've had a great country that's 250. We're celebrating our 250th year and continuing the custom that began with President Truman. We're delighted to host the Taoiseach, who is a great gentleman of Ireland. Along with someone who's much, much more important, his wife, Mary. She's just a lovely woman. So thank you very much. Thank you for being here. It's an honor. While the Taoiseach is far from Emerald Isle, he should feel very much at home here in America because so many things have happened that are Irish. But it's often said that we have 5 times as many Irish in our beautiful country than you have on your wonderful island. I mean, that's a pretty big statement. But they love you, and I think I won't say their first love. Hopefully, it's a close second. But they do love. And St. Patrick's Day, we're here, and it's very, very special. It's always been a special time, even for me. It's been a special time. I feel like I have Irish blood. I'm not too far. I have Scottish blood. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. But today's celebration, we're also joined by Deputy First Minister of Northern Ireland, Emma Little Pengelly. And I want to just, where's Emma? Thank you very much. It's such an honor. It's such an honor. Thank you. We met at the Capitol, and I said, the relationship is very good. That's good. Much better that way, right? Than the old days, But it was really an honor to meet with you. Thank you very much. And thanks as well to members of my cabinet, including 2 Irish-American Secretary Sean Duffy and Linda McMahon. Where are they? Hi, Sean. Where's Linda? Well, hi, Linda. They've done an incredible job. Transportation and education. And it's sort of, they merged because Linda's moving everybody back to the States. So you have to use, we're moving our education back to the States where they belong. And you have been unbelievable, both of you. Thank you very well. And another unbelievable person is Attorney General Pam Bondi, my friend. Where are you, Pam? Where are you? Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Secretary of Energy. That's a big one nowadays. Chris Wright. Chris, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. And Secretary of Labor, Lori Chavez DeRemer. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Lori. U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer. Jameson, we have a $40 billion deficit with Ireland. $40 billion. We got to do something about. Where's Jameson? Okay, please. I'm looking at the little notes, and I'm looking, Bob. I'm hearing all of the accomplishments of your great leader, but then I saw the deficit is $42 billion. So they're going to have to buy a lot of our energy, I think, okay, to make up with that. And Administrator Kelly Loeffler, who is great, small business, but small business is big business, I'll tell you, when you add it all up. We're also joined with some incredible friends of mine and very, very powerful but very great people. Speaker Mike Johnson, wherever you may be, Mike. And Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, who maybe is going to be moving over to a little bit of a different position soon. Mark Wayne, where are you? Nobody wants to fight. He's a tough cookie, Mark Wayne. He was a professional fighter. He's a brutal human being, but he's great. Now everyone loves him and we respect him. Also, Representatives Steve Scalise, Brian Stile, Andy Biggs, Pat Fallon, Riley Moore, Ronnie Jackson, White House doctor, former White House doctor. I'll never forget, they said, who's the healthiest president? Because he covered Obama, he covered some others. I don't want to say who. And Trump. He said, by far, Trump. There's nobody even close. He said, by far. Took a little heat for that, but that was okay. Where's Ronnie? Where are you, Ronnie? Doc Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie. Whenever I have a problem, I call Doc Ronnie, and he works it out, He's a great guy, and he's done a good job, Mr. Speaker, as a congressman, right? He's been good. And Rich McCormick, and John McGuire, and Beth Van Dyne, all friends of mine, all warriors. And we have a lot of big things coming up. The biggest thing coming up is a Save America Act in the Senate. That's voter ID and proof of citizenship and no mail-in ballots, corrupt mail-in ballots. We're the only country in the world that does it that way, corrupt as hell. And then we added two more. I think they're going to be adding a couple of more. One is no men and women sports. That seems like an easy one. I believe that's 99%. And no transgender mutilization of our children. None. That's only polling at 98%, Speaker. So hopefully the Senate is going to be able to get that. You can't ask for 5 better things. I think in terms of, it's not politics. It's really good so good for our nation. I mean, who would not have voter ID? Who would not have proof of citizenship? And the only people who would want not to have that are people that want to cheat. It's very, very simple. We can't let that happen. Some 1,600 years ago, the man who would become the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick. Have you ever heard of St. Patrick? Voluntarily returned to Ireland after having escaped enslavement there and then spent 30 years carrying the Christian gospel. The Gaelic tribes. You know the Gaelic tribes? Everybody here knows about that. I don't, but that's okay. Is that Kelly in the audience? Do I see Kelly? Oh, hi, Kelly. We had good time for lunch today. That's the wife of a man who's extremely Italian that I thought he was a wasp. Our Speaker of the House is very, very Italian. And I always thought he was a super wasp, actually. But because of Patrick, Ireland is now known as the land of saints and scholars. For thousands of years, Christians everywhere have honored St. Patrick and the legacy on March 17th. And today we remember his incredible deeds as we celebrate our cherished Irish-American heritage, and it's a great heritage at that. From the very beginning, America has thrived and prospered and prevailed with the help of incredible people. The achievements are amazing, the amazing Irish-American patriots, and many of you are in the room. You know, these are very successful people in the room. I know a lot of them. They have a lot of cash. They've made a lot of money. They got a lot of natural business instinct, unfortunately. It's not easy. Dealing with the Irish is never easy. They are really amazing. The Irish came with William Penn to settle in Pennsylvania. They traveled with Daniel Boone, the great Daniel Boone, to tame Kentucky. And in 1776 was a man from Cork, fighting in the Continental Army, who became the first person ever known as the phrase, the United States. He came up with the phrase, the United States of America. That's a pretty good phrase. And Americans of Irish heritage gave us the steamboat, the modern submarine, the Model T automobile, and many, many other things. They designed the White House, that I didn't know, the Empire State Building, that I didn't know, and the New York City subway system, which is, when it's operated properly, the best in the world. It's actually quite amazing, but people sort of have lost sight of that. They gave us the works who really of great geniuses, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Flannery O'Connor, and the late, great William F. Buckley was a great guy. And they gave us heroes like Apollo 11 astronaut Michael Collins, really fantastic man. I want to thank the Taoiseach for all of the things and all of those Irish friends that he brought to the room with him. A lot of these are your great friends, and accords to increase and coordinate our space and all of the space program. We have so much involvement together. It's, you know, Ireland is sitting in a very good location in terms of the shot. So he has a lot to negotiate with. But the United States will soon return to the moon. We think it's going to be quite soon. And then we'll lead the world to Mars. It's something that I guess a lot of people want. Some people say it's a lot of money, and other people say it's progress and we should be doing it. In every part of American life, we find Irish Americans who embody the best of our country and point us toward excellence and great success. And nobody has had, I would say, as a group, more success than people from Ireland. One of them is famed chef Patrick O'Connell, founder of the world-renowned Inn at Little Washington, one of the few American restaurants in history ever to receive 3 Michelin stars. In 2019, I was honored to award Patrick the National Humanities Medal, and he's here today, and he's the proud son of Dublin and Galloway. So where are you here? Well, let's see. Good. Come on, come over here. I want to see what you're looking at. I want to see if you've changed, Patrick. Come on up here. Come on up here. Oh, look at he's a good-looking guy. Yeah, you haven't changed much, huh? And you love this place, don't you? Good. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't know he was coming up, but that's okay. Come on, stay with us. Stay with us, Patrick. That was nice. That's usually a politician does that, you know? That was pretty good. Thank you, Patrick. Good job. That's an amazing job. Also with us is a great Irish-born scholar of American history, Dr. Os Guinness, who's written more than a dozen books on the American founding, God's blessing of America, and the needs to save Western civilization. So, Dr. Oz, where are you? Where are you? This is a different Dr. Oz. We have another Dr. Oz that we know very well. Is here someplace? Yes. How are you? How are you? Boy, you look nice in the corner. Picked a nice spot. Thank you very much. Congratulations. a great career. And his great-great-great-grandfather was the famous brewer from Dublin, Arthur Guinness, and creator of Ireland's most famous export. His family helped build Ireland, and now Oz reminds us of the values and principles that built America. So thank you very much. It's a great honor. Nice to see you. Great. And from the banks of the Chicago River to the streets of South Bend, Indiana, we know what that is. Good football and good college, good school. From the steeples of Savannah, Georgia, all the way to the Oval Office, that beautiful Oval Office. Has anybody been in the Oval Office? I know the Speaker of the House has. Too much, right, Mike? Too much, that's right. And by the way, a friend of mine who I just see here is your ambassador to Ireland. His name is Walshy. We call him Walsh. His name is Walsh, and he's a great golfer. And I would think that that's got to be the greatest ambassadorship in history. You're a golfer. He loves golf. He's really good at it. And he's the ambassador to Ireland. You can't do better than that, right? You can't do better than that. But came all the way from the Washington, D.C. area. Irish Americans have left an incredible mark on American history, and they're fighters and thinkers and doers and winners. And for 250 years, and that's what we have now. We have the Olympics coming up. We have the World Cup coming up. And I did take credit for those two. I tried to add in 250, but that didn't work out too well, you know. Because in my first term, I got the Olympics. In my first term, I got the World Cup. And then I said, I wonder if anybody would notice if I said I got the 250 years. And I had calls from, like, Mike, you called me, you said, I'm not allowed to take that one, right? But we have an amazing celebration this year coming up, 250 years. America's truly been blessed by the luck of the Irish. So once again, let me say thank you to everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You are really, really fantastic people. And I want to do something having to do with a thing called the Shamrock Bowl. Does anybody know it? I'll ask my very dear friend, and he is a friend, to come up and say a few words. Thank you very much.
President Trump, distinguished guests, I am profoundly honored to be here celebrating St. Patrick's Day at the White House once again. And I'm delighted that we're joined by our great friend, Ambassador Ed Walsh. He is doing a fantastic job in Ireland for you, Mr. President. Right. Everyone loves him. And we're also joined by our wonderful ambassador to the United States, Geraldine Byrne-Nason. Geraldine, we are very, very proud of you and the work that you're doing. I'm also delighted to be joined by so many cabinet members. And if I may, I wish to pay particular tribute to Transport Secretary Sean Duffy, who was honoured last night at the Ireland Funds Gala. Distinguished guests, the Shamrock ceremony is always a uniquely special moment. It is a symbol of friendship, a friendship between our peoples, which is older than our republics. But this year, it is a special one. 250 years ago, the people of the United States inspired the world with their determination to build a nation on the timeless ideals of liberty, democracy, and equality. For Irish people, both here and back home, these were noble ideals to which they rallied to in incredible numbers. Over a quarter of Washington's Continental Army were Irish. Among the brave and visionary leaders who signed the Declaration of Independence, 3 were born on the island of Ireland, and many others were of Irish descent. When they had finished their historic work on that warm, clear Philadelphia day, the text was rushed into the hands of another Irishman, John Dunlap, who printed the very first copies of the Declaration, which was spread across the world. And in those early years of this new republic, Irish people were active in many more ways. Derryman Charles Thompson designed the Great Seal of the United States, showing the bald eagle with its head turned towards the olive branch of peace. James Hoban born in County Kilkenny, who designed this beautiful White House. Even the very term, as the President has said, United States of America, was first used in writing by an Irishman, Stephen Moylan, from my own county of Cork. The Corkonians are notorious for their vision, President. He was an aide-de-camp to George Washington and used the phrase in a letter dated the 2nd of January, 1776. Mr. President, the revolution that gave birth to this United States was a flare that lit up the world. It inspired those in Ireland who dreamed of our own republic. It gave strength to all who believed in the self-evident truths of your Declaration of Independence, that all of us, wherever we are in the world, are created equal, with rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That governments are created and draw their powers from the consent of the governed, and that it is our duty as leaders to secure the safety and happiness of the people. That it is the people, those who are governed, who hold the power. Mr. President, I know that you have designated this as a year to celebrate the Declaration of Independence and the foundation of this republic. As we mark 250 years of these remarkable United States of America, let those revolutionary ideals shine as brightly today as they ever did. Irish people were there when they were authored, and they remain a great source of pride and inspiration to the 35 million Americans of Irish descent. Let them continue to inspire and to sustain those who today yearn for peace, justice, and freedom. Let the USA always be that beacon on the hill, holding firm to those founding values, resolute and constant. And let Ireland and the United States continue to work together to defend them and to build a better world, one that is free, secure, and at peace. Mr. President, no fewer than 23 people of Irish descent have become American presidents. Millions more shaped their communities, their cities, and their country, building an endlessly dynamic, innovative, and resilient nation. From the very beginning, what you, Mr. President, have described as the strength, warmth, grit, and grace of the Irish people has strengthened and enriched this union. It is that grit and grace that marks every aspect of our relationship today. It is what characterized the decades-long US investment in peace and reconciliation on the island of Ireland. Some of those who gave their time, resources, political capital, and commitment to help transform our island are in this room today. You have my deepest gratitude. Ireland is now an island at peace, a place where politics, persuasion, and advocacy have taken the place of violence to achieve our aspirations. There is plenty of grit and grace in the economic relationship too. The US has long been Ireland's largest investment partner. In Ireland, American companies thrive, innovate, and gain access to European Union and international markets. But that investment increasingly goes both ways. Ireland is the 5th largest source of foreign direct investment into the US, with investment by Irish companies valued at $390 billion US. Not bad for a country of just 5.5 million people. Irish companies have so many 737s on order that it would take the Boeing factory in Washington almost an entire year of working solely on Irish orders to deliver them all. It's true. Every day, hundreds of thousands of American men and women go to work in hundreds of Irish-owned companies across the 50 states of the Union. Irish investment is central to making the critical materials for American infrastructure and housing, the food that is served on American tables each night using produce from American farmers, the infrastructure that powers the AI revolution. The United States is the largest economy in the world. Ireland is small, We need free and open trade to make our way in the world, and we like to see as few barriers and tariffs get in the way of that as possible. Like other small countries, we see international rules and order, including the United Nations, as essential to our peace and security and to that of the world. Our own recent history has convinced us that dialogue, negotiation and de-escalation are the ways to make progress. And we especially want to see progress and peace in the Middle East, as I know you do. And we also need a just and sustainable peace in Ukraine. Too many people are dying as a result of conflict across the world, and we owe it to them all to create a better future. Mr. President, distinguished guests, the relationship between the United States and Ireland is deep and enduring. It will always be special. We are in each other's DNA, in the founding ideals of our states and the values which secured our sovereignty. It is hard to imagine the United States without the contribution of the Irish, and Ireland without the friendship of the United States. Today, I will present this bowl of shamrock in memory of all the brave Irish men and Irish women who came here and who believed in the American promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In tribute to all that they contributed and built here, and in celebration of all that we will do and achieve together in the next 250 years. Gorov Mila Mahagwith, Banachti Nofela Podrick Orov Galer. Thank you very much, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all.
Selfie time. I hate to say it, but the Irish military, they rank 94th in the world. So we can use a lot of Irish here in the United States of America. We can use Irish, fighting Irish. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if this is going to break your feelings or hurt or bend or whatever happens to your feelings. But I happen to know that there is a lot of more tough men coming out of Ireland than anywhere else that I can think of right now. If I'm wrong, I could be wrong. But you got to give credit where credit's due. I think sometimes I feel Irish are even tougher than I am, and I mean, not that I am Hercules or anything like that, but I really do. They're very strong people. They have some crazy ass history. I think there's some stuff going on right now in Ireland, and the fighting Irish are standing up against this same religious, this Antifada, who is being promoted throughout the world. It's something that people don't want to acknowledge. Listen, you can hate me, you can hate Trump. You know what? You can do whatever you want. But the fact is that this Antifada, you don't know because you don't know. My people perish because of ignorance, says the Bible. And you have this Antifada being chanted for decades, more recently. But what you don't see is that they are using the victimhood card. They're doing it against Christian countries. And I'm going to tell you, we're not stupid. I see it on my chat here all the time. They're over here be like, oh, look at you. Why are you so hateful? Why are you a betrayer to your people? You know what? My people are those who respect the law and do the best that they can for this country. Very simple. It is very simple. My people are those who are in Honduras, respecting the law. Not the criminals. That's not my people. But those who respect the law, those are my people. I want you to know the difference. I will fight for all of my migrant people in my community. All of them. Those who are here breaking the law, some will find refuge. The rest of them, they gotta go. And I am going to sit there and watch them leave. I'm going to sit there and brief you. I will go ahead and debrief you in public. And I will let you know the numbers of those who stay, those who go. There will be no privacy for criminals. Because I need to have the people understand who they are protecting and who we are kicking out, who we want out of this country. You know, I went and ate some tacos. Now, I want you to know this. I went to eat some tacos today, okay, after my first live. And, you know, there was a couple of Mexican guys working in the kitchen. Now, they could be citizens. I don't know. And there's a couple of ladies. You know, it's a family-owned business. And I'm telling you this for a reason. I have gone to lunch trucks. The lunch trucks, they take credit card payments, etc. There is a tax that they pay. And then there is the occasional somebody pitched a tent and they sell food for cash. No receipts. They are paying no taxes. If you buy a burrito for $5, you're not paying taxes on it. It's just $5. As much as I like that deal, they're not paying taxes. It's illegal. I wish that there was no problem with it. But you know what I noticed? That there is Salvadorian families who are paying taxes. And this is the difference. I understand that you want to come to this country to make money and all this. I get it. But there is people who are actually being screwed by the government, number one, because they have a business. They got to pay all this rent. They got to pay all this money in taxes and fees and blah, blah, blah. And then you have other people who are just working under the table. Home Depot, Lowe's. You see the people that are out there, probably criminals. They have a rap sheet. This is why they don't have a regular job. They either illegal or they criminals. There's Americans as well. So either you have a very criminal bad record or you're illegal. The point is that there is always going to be good people and bad people. Nobody, I can guarantee you, nobody is going to fight more than I will for the Hispanic community, for the migrant community. The difference is I know how to manage. And I know the boss, the American people, also don't want them to be put last. So I take a balanced approach. America first, but I'm also going to help the migrants what? Accomplish what? Be here legally. Do what's right. No more working under the table. You know, I'm okay if you want to cut the yard for $40. Hey, you know, it's okay. It's not a business. You are an entrepreneur, but this is what we did when I was a kid. I was getting paid $25 to mow the lawn. There was no taxes. I was a minor. I was a teenager. But I was able to make those jobs. So that's okay to a certain extent. We know that anything you make above $500 in 1 year, you have to claim your taxes. You have to say, you have to report your taxes, not claim. You have to report your taxes. Even if you don't collect taxes, you still have to report, you yourself have to pay the state tax, or the federal tax on the money that you made. The rules are very simple. But I'll tell you what, if you are not for this country, you're not going to be here. If you are not raising the American flag, and you can raise your country's flag, that's fine. As long as you love America, I'm okay with it. I have my Honduran flag back here. I pay a lot of money for it. I got my American flag right here. I pay a lot of money for that. That is what I love. That's my honor. That's my pride. But I am in the country, in the United States of America, and Americans are first, period. Doesn't matter how many frijoleros I get over here in the chat. It doesn't matter. America first. You know, a lot of people, you know what I noticed? A lot of people, because they have been criminals before, or because they have somebody in their family that is a criminal, they are soft on crime for selfish reasons. They don't care what happens to other people. as long as they get away with their stuff. That's kind of how the Democrats think, right? The Democrats don't care how much the people suffer, how much the national security of the country goes down the toilet, as long as they get what they want. They shut down the government. They don't care what happens to us. They don't care if the national security is being affected. Lucky we passed the big, beautiful bill. And pretty soon, we're going to get rid of these people in Congress. I can't wait to start working in government. Ooh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. Stressful, probably depressing, probably suicidal. But you know what? I am going to be kicking some ass in government. I can tell you that right now. You know what's crazy is that the Constitution was made in order. You know, it's very clear in the Constitution that American citizens that want to be presidents, they have to be born in the United States of America in order to be president. And every other person that is an American citizen, like myself, a naturalized American citizen, we have the privilege of being in government as well. And I think that's fantastic. But we know that there are some states who have put mayors who are illegal. How does that happen? How does an illegal immigrant become a government official in the United States of America? It's how soft have we gotten? Who dropped the ball? I want to know. Who dropped the ball? All right, let me go ahead and get you a couple of clips here. But before we do that, let's punish some of these libtards with my new thank you members for your support. If you're a member and you got those emojis, let me see those Irish emojis, the Trump emojis. I want to see all those emojis out there. And there's going to be one more emoji that I'm going to work on. You will see that eventually. For the rest of you, hey, libtards, enjoy my corny ass video of me dancing. Amos says, Jesus, please make it stop. Oh man, look at Emperor. He's such a jealous, envious mofo. He said it's just Dennis spamming. Yeah, my name is not Tanya. My name is not Burning47. Yes, my name is Indy because I got to use all my emojis. But I'm not the only one, my friend. I got patriots that have my back. Grifter! Hey guys, I'm getting paid $10,000 directly from President Donald J. Trump. I am going to be rich being a grifter. Woo! Yo, go make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Oh, man. Fantastic. Next video is anti-ICE protesters ripped for disrupting police operations. Of course, Antifa, libtards, those who stand against the law and against the safety of our country. Those are the people that go out there and get themselves in trouble. Let's take a listen to see what Fox is saying about this. Hey, did you notice? Bam! Gulf of America, baby. Hey, you know what? I aim to please.
ICE agents finally able to detain an illegal immigrant facing child rape charges after a group of activists stepped in to protect him weeks earlier. An ICE source telling Fox officers deal with this kind of interference almost every day. Fox News contributor Mark Thiessen is with me now. So you see that ICE agents finally got this person, Walter Roberto Vides Ortez, in custody. Yeah. But it took much longer than they expected it to because activists got in their way. Here's what Bill Malugin posted on X after he talked to this agent. He said the agent says the target, a child rapist, was on the streets 4 weeks longer than he should have been because activists interfered without having any clue who they were protecting, and they deal with this almost every day. I mean, it's just, you know, they don't ask, they don't say, hey, why are you here? They just go out there and do their thing.
Oh, because they're the enforcement arm of the sanctuary cities. They're the popular uprising in favor of sanctuary for these people. This guy came in 2016, and he has been sitting here for a decade, undetected, protected by sanctuary policies, and he's accused of child rape, and he was living near a school. And these people delayed his capture by a month. You know, as soon as because they did that, he knew that they were after him. They might not have known until those people started blowing their whistles and interfering with ICE.
Yeah, we just saw a video right there of these activists who were harassing the ICE agents as they were waiting in their car to conduct an undercover operation.
Why are local police not arresting them? Interfering with a law enforcement operation. If I were to interfere with, if it wasn't, let's say it wasn't an illegal migrant, it was just somebody who was accused of child rape, and I interfered with a police operation, I'd probably be arrested for impeding law enforcement. But because it's an illegal migrant, all of a sudden it's okay to do that. I think these people should be put in jail.
I mean, I don't know if they knew who they were protecting here. Bill Malugin suggested that the agent said they didn't even know who they were protecting. They just saw ICE agents and said, hey, let's go harass them.
Yeah, so they're useful idiots. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you know. If you're if there's somebody who just murdered somebody and the police are going after him and I trip them or stop them from carrying that person out, it doesn't matter if I knew that they were going after a murderer. I was interfering with a legitimate law enforcement operation. We've just got to have a policy of zero tolerance for this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not excusing them by any means, so please don't take it that way. I'm just saying that it's just such a knee-jerk reaction every time they see Customs and Border Protection or ICE.
But where
it doesn't matter to them who they're going, who the ICE agents are going at.
But where's the local law enforcement in this? So I mean, you think that the Boston police or this local community police might be concerned that an accused child rapist is living near a school, regardless of his immigration status? Why are they allowed? Normally, the way this would work, if there wasn't for sanctuary policies, is the ICE would cooperate with the local police. The local police would be in charge of keeping those people away while they carried around their operation. But because the local police have a sanctuary policy, they allow these people to interfere with the ICE agents. It's just insanity.
Yeah, everything's upside down. Want to ask you about Mahmoud Khalil because he's back in the news again. This is the guy, Columbia University, anti-Israel, pro-Palestine protester. Apparently, he's the star at the South by Southwest Festival. He was asked by The Guardian publication at a roundtable why he refused to condemn Hamas in an interview that he did with another cable channel last July. Listen to what he said here.
It's very racist to ask a Palestinian this question just to validate their views, because I don't see them asking any Israeli or American politician about condemning all the killing that's happening, whether, you know, in Lebanon, in Palestine, in Iran, anywhere.
So
yeah, this is the same guy that was protesting against Iran killing his own people, 35,000 Iranians. Oh, wait, never mind. He didn't protest that part.
it's racist, apparently, to ask a person why they're not condemning a terrorist group.
Not only is it not racist to ask that question, if you can't answer that question and you're here and you're coming into our country, you should not be allowed to come into our country. If you cannot condemn terrorism, if you cannot condemn Hamas, then you should not be invited to come here, and certainly not to study at Columbia. And one of the problems we have is that we have outsourced.
By the way, if you are a resident and you do support Hamas, and if you are a citizen with less than 10 years of citizenship, you can lose that privilege. Oh, man. I wish you would. I wish you would.
The visa process for student visas to the universities. They get to choose who comes in because they're doing the admissions process, and we just rubber stamp them, and that's got to change.
And remember what he told the New York Times about October the 7th. He says, to me, October 7th was a desperate attempt to tell the world that Palestinians are here, that Palestinians are part of the equation, just to break the cycle to break that Palestinians are not being heard.
Well, hopefully he's not here for very much longer.
Well,
And it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, I want to say this, guys. Thank you so much for all the members. And you know what? There's good news. There is good news. There's good news. When I win, the commander-in-chief's position here in Washington State, we are going to have so much better results because we will work 100% hand in hand with the federal government. You know, there is Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, and I give him a lot of props. But, you know, he's also running a third world country. And so he's going to have a lot of things that he has to deal with. But you know what? He has cleaned up the country from violence practically all by himself. 90% of the people love him. You know, it used to be that 80%, they said, listen to this, it used to be that 70 to 80% of the country actually liked the opposite party of him. Listen to this. He ran for president. He won. By some sort of miracle, he won. He was able to clean up every corrupted politician out of office. And you know what? Everything that was said before he came in office was a lie, sort of like Democrats are doing here. And even though he is considered sort of a socialist, almost liberal guy, he doesn't stand with these demoralizing people. He does believe in God. So you can be a socialist and not be a Marxist. The Democratic Party that we have, when they call themselves socialist Democrats, that is the new socialism. The new socialism is founded and based on Marxism. Marxism, communism, and socialism is the new socialist Democrat. I want you to know that. You can say whatever the hell you want, but that's a fact. Spread that truth. It is the truth. You know what? When I go outside, and I look at people, I don't look at people and be like, oh, is that a Democrat or a Republican? No. If I meet nice people, oh, what a nice guy. Man, what a nice lady. Man, what a good kid. What an educated kid. I don't go out there, oh, this must be a Democrat. This must be a Republican. You know what? No. When I feed people, I don't ask them, hey, are you a Democrat or a Republican? I don't do that. I'm sure most of you don't do that, I hope. So if I am running for Washington State governor, I'm not looking at, oh, are you Democrat or Republican or independent? I don't care what affiliation you look at yourself as. What I want is real American citizens, not fake voters. And you know what? Even if I win, I want the voter rolls to be audited. And anybody, let me tell you right now, if you're a green card holder and you vote in that election, you are going to get deported. You will get deported. If you're an illegal immigrant, forget any chance that you had to ever becoming a resident, at least a resident of this country. So don't go to the voting booths and pretend to be American. You better be an American citizen for real with paperwork that says you are. Prove it. If somebody allows you to vote and you are illegal or just a green card resident alien, you will get deported. I promise you that. So I want only Americans. I don't care about Democrats or Republicans. I want Americans. If you stand against helping veterans, you are not the people that I'm looking for. If you don't care about the farmers, I'm the wrong guy for you. If you don't care about tax cuts, I'm the wrong guy for you. If you don't care about tax cuts, incentives for corporations to invest and provide jobs to this state, I am not your guy. If you're not for more police and citizens only being firefighters and police officers, I am not your guy. If you don't believe that Washingtonian Americans, real American citizens, have the right to vote for any tax that is being recommended to be increased in Washington state, I am not your man. If you are for freedom of religion, whether I believe my religion is the true religion and yours is not, it's irrelevant. If you don't believe on freedom of religion and protecting this country from any religion that wants to implement a law over our laws, I am not the man for you. If you are okay with children being mutilated, with boys being lied to that they're girls, if you are okay with teachers from school who are LGBTQ, if you're okay with them taking your children to some cabin to get them mutilated and brought back to you as a different child, I am not your man. If you don't believe on putting American citizens first before illegal immigrants, I am not your man. You understand? With that being said, that is just a preview of the campaign that we're going to run. And I'm going to tell you something. I haven't even begun to go off. You have never seen me speaking in public. I don't boast in myself or on myself. But to God be all the glory, because when the words need to come out, he is the one that giveth them. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a politician and you're used to lying to people, you will always be caught. You will always fail. And I'm going to tell you something. If I fail, being honest, if I fail after everything that I have just mentioned to you that I stand for, these are my policies. If I fail, it's not for lack of trying, but because of the corruption that the people want to have in this state. With that being said, you need to stand up for what you believe. And I'm going to tell you something. Whether you're religious or not, it is irrelevant. You have to at least care about the well-being of this state. Listen, you want free health care? You want universal health care? I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. But do you want free universal health care? Only for American citizens. Not even residents. Only American citizens. And they have to go to work. They have to go to work. You want to be on food stamps? You want free health care? Get a job. I will make sure that you are getting a full-time job, paying full-time taxes, but you will still qualify to get breaks on your rents and also to qualify for benefits. I know way too many families that because of $300, they cannot get free food help. Those $300 can be given to them to be able to feed their families. Nobody should be going hungry. You got to be responsible with yourself. If you're a drug addict, you ain't getting no free drugs from me. So if you are for giving drugs to people, I am not your man. Because we're going to stop that program. We will no longer encourage drug addiction in Seattle, Washington, or anywhere in Washington state. Let me tell you what happens with drug addicts. They will do encampments where they can use all these drugs, have unprotected sex. There is so many diseases for the lack of hygiene that there's going to be new diseases because of all these homeless, crazy-ass people living out there in those little tents doing drugs. It is not safe, not for themselves, nor the communities that they are in. If you don't believe that, I am not your man. So stay in your lane, as they say. My lane is not the federal government. My job is not to go out there and talk with Iraq, with Iran, with Afghanistan. My job is not that. My job is to talk with the business owners here, locally. I am a local commander-in-chief. That is my job. That's what I got to do. What's happening in other countries, that's the president's job. Our jobs as governors is to make sure that our states, 50 of them, are taken care of. Territories, American Samoa, Guam, Puerto Rico, Marshall Islands, the Virgin Islands, and any other territory that we have. Their governor has to take care of them. Let the federal government do what they got to do. It is that simple. To tell the people that are your constituents, to tell Washingtonians here in Washington State that the reason why the economy is so bad, affordability is so bad, is because of President Donald Trump's tariffs is the most stupidest thing I ever heard. They don't mention nothing about illegal immigration. They don't mention nothing about all these taxes that they've been putting on the people unconstitutionally. They don't mention nothing to the people, even though we still find out, there's still investigative journalists and people that go out there and find out the truth. They still don't do anything against the government, who is a tyrannical government, ripping off the people, literally stealing the money from the people. That is a big failure and incompetence of a government. My job will be to make sure that I attract companies to come over here. If I need more taxes, I want more companies to bring me more jobs. My first alternative should never be, let me raise taxes on the people we have. No, my first thing is, stop raising taxes. Anybody wants to say anything, shut the hell up. Stop raising taxes. I want a list of all the NGOs who have been taking advantage of taxpayer dollars, and I want to say nope, yes, maybe, nope, cut. I want government cuts completely. I want a lot of cuts everywhere. And I want to have the most efficient government in Washington State. That's how you're going to run the state well. Woo, man. It's crazy, I'm telling you. It's crazy. I don't know. All this Irish talk is just giving me this little, this little fighting guy inside. And I want every passionate Washingtonian on my team. I want everybody that agrees with me on all these policies. And all I need, it's not to go against me, it's to how to make me perform better. There is a big difference. Do you understand? You have policies. I'm not even a campaign expert. I'm not a politician. But I can tell you, if I run a campaign on these policies, when people vote for me, I don't care who the losing side wants me to see or do. I don't care what they want me to do. What I care is fulfilling what the majority of the people told me that they want me to do to take care of this state. And you know what's happening right now to President Donald Trump? We voted him in to do what it takes. To put America first. To do what he needs to do to bring jobs back to the United States of America. Let me tell you just a little preview of what's to come if I am governor. And by the way, I got to make a video, and I'm going to start sharing it here pretty soon. We are almost to that time. We're about a month and a half away from putting this name on the ballot officially. Check this out. I'm going to tell you right now. If If the unions don't support me, they're done. It's that simple. I don't need unions. I want people to make more money for the work that they do. If you are in a fast food restaurant, the higher minimum wage does not pertain to you. You have to pay the minimum wage. We're going to do minimum wage according to industries. That's how you do minimum wage. I don't believe on this federal, state, whole state minimum wage. I don't believe in that. Because there is no way that you're going to pay somebody $25 to work at McDonald's and rip every other American that is struggling to save some money for a freaking McDonald's Big Mac. That food is not even healthy. Fast food restaurants will be excluded from the high minimum wage. Fast food jobs are a bus stop, as one of my friends said to me on one of the calls here. And I agree. If you have your own business, you set your own rules. You put your own service fees and whatever. But you better be legal. Any IRS government agent who is out there giving work permit to illegal immigrants is fired. There has to be an executive order. I get it. Oh, believe me, I'm going to be signing a lot of executive orders. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of things are going to change. Big time. And we're going to start with the number one thing. We're going to change the priority on where the money goes. And we need to put the priority first on the police. We have to put that on the police. And then everything else trickles from there. I know what we got to do with the homeless. We have to do a lot of things, and it's not just giving them a place to go and crack out. That's not helping. It's not helping to go tell people, here, eat some fish for free. No, here's a fishing rod. Here's some bait. Go learn how to get your own food. That's how you do it. Wait, what was that message? Don't delete, Jason, don't delete comments. Let me read the comments real quick. There we go. 92,000 jobs lost this February 2026 under Trump. Now, I want you to tell me what jobs. Tell me what jobs were lost under President Donald Trump. Matter of fact, tonight is your night. I really want to do some research today. Today we're going to do some research. Let's see. Jobs lost because of Trump. Let's see what mess up he is creating here. Let's take a look. We can take this off to the next video. Let's take a look. Here we go. Based on the data from the first year of his second term, starting January 2025, okay, policies enacted by President Trump's administration had been associated with significant job losses, particularly in manufacturing. Fantastic. He's bringing it back. Federal employment. Absolutely. Cut them loose. And sectors relying on immigrant labor. Cut them loose. And we'll bring back what we need. This is something that President Trump mentioned before. And I don't know why people are over there talking shit about it. Oh, look, he's bringing more farmers again. This is some of the people he let go. Shut the hell up. He said that they were going to bring them back. You guys never let us do the job that we got to do. Always being negative. Always being hateful and whining and bitching and complaining and doing this and pointing fingers. But you do nothing to help. So shut the hell up and learn something today. You will leer whether you like it or not. Federal workforce reductions, approximately 260 to 300,000 federal positions were removed from government payrolls, with significant cuts affecting the Department of Agriculture and various climate science agencies. You know what? We're still doing good. Maybe that wasn't long enough. Manufacturing decline. Here we go. Manufacturing decline. This, I'm not going to like Trump about this one. Let's take a look. Manufacturing employment saw substantial declines following April 2025 Liberation Day tariff announcements, with estimates indicated a loss of 77,000 to 108,000 manufacturing jobs over the course of the year. What did he say? Well, it's going to be a squeeze. We're going to go through some birth pains. We got to go through that. We got to be able to, if you don't go to war as a soldier, you got to be able to take it as an American. This is how we fight. This is how we continue to move forward. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to see that. You got to be able to see that. Now, I'm going to open up the line so that you guys can call me, but you better be patient about the way that I talk, okay? So before you call, just know how I talk and how I react to things, just so you know, so you're aware. I don't want to, stop calling me names. Listen, I'm not going to call you names unless you actually say something very stupid, okay? Overall employment impacts as of March 2026, the economy was experiencing sluggish growth, with a reported 92,000 jobs lost in February 2026 and the unemployment rate rising to 4.4%. Now, here's something interesting. Let's take a listen. Let me see. Let me open a new search engine here and check this out. Just in Washington State. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's take a look. You ready for this? Here we go. Everybody, get ready to blame President Donald Trump's tariffs. You ready? Here we go. Several Washington businesses have closed or relocated due to high taxes. Oh, no, it's not tariffs. Not those taxes. Relocated or closed due to high taxes and operational costs, particularly following new capital gains and income tax. If you don't know what an income tax is, it's actually a state income tax, not a federal tax. It's a state income tax. Recent examples include the abrupt closure of Blazing Bagels and the relocation of Moment, with a survey revealing that 17% of state businesses are considering leaving. This is not your regular migration in and out. Blazing Bagels closed all 5 locations in Redmond, Bellevue, Issac, Seattle in March, citing bankruptcy shortly after new tax legislation was passed. Hey, guys, don't go anywhere. Let's blame President Donald Trump. Yeah, let's blame Trump for that. Come on, guys. Where's the spirit? Where's the Irish fighting spirit? Oh, for fuck's sakes. You got to get with the program. Moment, Mark Barros, the photography equipment business, left Seattle for Wyoming, citing the 9.9 capital gains tax and high local business and occupation taxes. I've been talking about the BO. Project Bionic, a Seattle Baller neighborhood social media agency that shut down late 2025 due to the tax climate. Let's talk about President Donald Trump. Why are you blaming President Donald Trump for this? At YouTube compliance, you better be nice. You better be nice. I will not allow you to come in here and be a jackass. Go to the corner for 5 minutes, think about what you did wrong, and go cry to mama. Bulwark Capital announced plans to leave Washington due to the new income tax. Sherry's Restaurant, if you don't know, this is an awesome mom and pop's restaurant chain restaurants. They're fantastic. Closed multiple locations, with the Tacoma News Tribune reporting they face tax warrants from the State Department of Revenue. Unbelievable. The millionaire's tax. 9.9% on capital gains over $250,000. Oh my goodness. BO tax increase. Association of Washington Business Survey shows 64% of the companies cite the tax burden as their biggest challenge. I'm going to tell you right now. That, my friends, is messing up our state. I don't know about yours, but that's messing up my state. You see all the garbage that I have to go clean up? Do you think that I'm going to be able to do that in 4 years? Yeah, wish me luck. Cost of living or doing business. High costs, particularly in Seattle, are driving businesses to relocate or move to neighboring states. Office vacancies. High taxes are accelerating vacancies in downtown Seattle, as noted in SeattleRed.com reports. Additionally, high-profile individuals like Starbucks founder Howard Schultz have left the state, with Bloomberg.com citing local anxiety about the new tax regime. But let's go ahead and blame President Donald Trump. You see that? You see how people blame Donald Trump for everything? This has nothing to do with President Donald J. Trump. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? These are all the responsibilities of the local government in our states. How can you ignore that? I don't understand where this mentality comes. See, you come in here and you throw 92,000 jobs lost. Okay, do you know why? Have you seen how many states we have? We have 50 states. 50 states. I mentioned to you that there is a lot of migrants who do follow the law. Who do. And it can be half of the state. I don't care. I'm happy. But the people that we want here is high quality people. Let me show you something. I know this. Listen, I know you probably think the opposite, especially if you're from California and Oregon and some other areas, okay, of Seattle. But I'm going to tell you, Hispanics. Now, I'm going to speak just for Hondurans, the ones that my mother raised me, my grandmother, my aunts, my cousins, all my female cousins, every single one in my family, going back over 150 years, every single one of them. Not all of them were poor. Not all of them were rich. Not all of them were middle class. Not all of them own a lot of land. Not all of them own a small business. But the one thing that they all had in common, nuclear family values, husband, wife, children, order, cleanliness, hygiene, keeping your yard clean, look beautiful, hardworking ethics. Don't depend on your neighbor. Be independent. Even if you struggle, work your ass off to become something in life. Never, never, ever do anything illegal. Those who do will always fail. My friend, this is what I'm telling you. I talk the way that I talk because I have learned a lot of things in life. I have experience with life, not only with friends, but with family. It is also learned in history. Even when you talk about slaves, there were slaves that were able to buy their freedom. And what's ironic is that they got their freedom to actually go buy slaves. Oh my God, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. So, before you go blame President Donald Trump for all the things that are going wrong in your state, find out what's going on in your state. I talk to so many people here in Washington state that are Democrats. They are delusional. They don't believe anything that I say. They don't believe any of the stats. They don't believe when they see that business is closed out of bit. They don't believe it. They just think, oh, they just went to a better location. Yeah, they did. That part is true. That part is true. So with that being said, come on, I need some people to call in, and I want you to tell me what is one thing that you would like. Forget about Trump and the federal government. What is one thing that you would like your local government to do? Okay? Don't call to argue. Don't call to fight with me, because you already see how I am. Call me and tell me, what is one thing that you would like done in your state? Give me a call. You can do it. That's not a state. State, my friend. Stay on point. Listen, you might learn something. Do you love your state? Tell me what's something you would like done in your state. Come on, libtards, don't leave. Call. All right, that's enough torture. Come on, guys. The phone is not ringing yet. And you know what? Might as well take advantage of this AI. And I want to say again, thank you to my members. Thank you for becoming members. You guys are fantastic. So when I say I want you to tell me something, I want you to tell me something that you want changed in your state. You're going to tell me that there is a war going on in your state? Tell me, how do we fix this war? You're watching that? You're watching it? I hear the music. All right, sure. Let's go. Let's see. How do you want to stop this war? Go ahead. Tell me, how are you going to protect the Iranian people? How are you going to protect all the women and children that are being massacred by the Iranian regime? Come on. Tell me. Very easy. I ask you a very easy question. Mount Cone, today is the day. Redeem yourself. Tell me something. Tell me one thing that you want change, that you think will bring back your economy stronger than ever in your state. Come on, man. You can do it. All right. I tell you what. There we go. Come on. Give me something good. Give me something good, please. I want to hear from you. Hey, thanks for calling. Who's calling? Hello?
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, man. Who's calling?
My name's Tyson Wood.
Tyson, man. Tyson, tell me something that you think will help your state and the economy boom back up.
What do I think will make the economy boom?
Yeah, where will you start?
I think we're on the right track. I think we're on the right track. I think, you have to let the military execute and get the oil situation back right, and the economy will take care of itself.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming. It's happening. Now, just so you know, I think you're new to my channel, right? So I'm going to try to run for governor this year for 2028. I'm going to run for governor here in Washington State, and I am reading all the taxes, reasons why people are leaving, why our economy is going down the toilet. People can't afford anything in here. Well, they do, but the people like to whine and complain about everything. But affordability is an issue. We have seen 78% of the increase of the population here. It's illegal immigrants. So I want to know, what can we do to help our states? Forget about the tariffs. Forget about the federal government. We're talking about local economy. How can we, without depending on federal, how can we do something great for our states or even our city? Just a city, that's fine.
You gotta, I guess, figure out what are your exports. What does your state, manufacture? What do they grow? What are the, and then you just gotta, focus in on that and whatever you can be innovative and create and
yeah. So let me ask you a question. I don't want to put you in the spot, but you are the one that called.
You can cross much.
I like it. So here's the thing. All right. Let's say here in Washington State right now, you and I, we're running the government. Okay. Well, you know what? We made a budget. We don't want to be a burden to our people. We want them to we want to see them successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want them to stop being poor. We want them to have a nice life, nice vacations. I want them to enjoy themselves. We don't want to raise taxes. How do we collect more taxes for our budget? Give me your best idea.
Collect more taxes?
Yeah, without increasing taxes on the people that we already have. Or businesses.
Is marijuana legal?
No, that's a no-no. Without raising taxes.
And I'm not like a crazy pothead or anything.
I don't know, man.
I believe it's medicine.
Come on, represent, bro. All right. Okay, we increased pot sales. Okay. What else?
Yeah, that's millions and billions. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of pimping money right there.
Yeah, I'm not for legalization of cocaine.
You're funny, bro.
None of those drugs, but
yeah, I got you.
marijuana's a plant.
All right, so you think something in sales, bring a new product. Let's say a new product. Stop selling pot, man. That's not what my channel's about. No, say no to drugs, kids. No to drugs. We're adults and. Yeah, it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be adults. We get teenagers in here sometimes, bro. We get little kids cussing me out.
It's medicine. It's better for you than alcohol.
Yeah. That's true. It's medicinal. Yep, I agree. I like that part. All right, so raising sales, that's a very good thing. And what else will bring a lot of taxes back without killing the sales the sales department?
Let's see. That's a good question, man. I wouldn't.
I just said it. Not too long ago. If you were listening, you must have caught it. Nothing, right? It's okay, bro. Like I said, I don't want to put you on the spot. Obviously, I do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I'm thinking about and what I'm talking about. I cannot always explain it so that everybody understands But I think I explained it good enough for 18,000 people to want to subscribe to my channel. Maybe 17,000 of those people just subscribe to hate on me. Maybe, who knows? But here's the biggest key. You're right. Increasing sales. I like that. You know, bring new products, hopefully legal stuff. No cocaine, no heroin, no fentanyl. Yeah, marijuana, I'm okay with that.
I'm big on made in America too as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what's crazy? We can complain about, oh my God, made in America is going to be more expensive. But you know what? If China wanted to stick it to us, they can stick it to us, and there's no choice for you. You will have to pay, whether you want it or not. So might as well pay it to your people. Let the economy here boom, you know? That's just how I feel.
You know, people, the money, once people get that, the money, you know, it keeps circulating in a circle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And, you know, it's, but it's hard. I mean, it's cheaper to export, you know, certain things. I mean, as far as,
yeah,
you know,
I want imports. I want imports big time, but I want a fair trade. I don't want to be ripped off like we have been for the last couple of decades. Hey, man, thanks for your call. I think sales, you know, increasing products that we can make here in America, that is a good idea. So I thank you for that idea. We'll see if somebody else hits the point that I'm trying to get. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. You be blessed, okay? Have a good night. Thanks for calling, brother.
You do the same.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, somebody else was calling. Yeah, this is your time. Making time for you, American people. You lovely people that misunderstand me and I misunderstand you. Let's talk about it. Tell me one thing that you can do for Robert. It's already giving you the answers. Let's see if anybody read Robert's comments. Hey, thank you so much for calling. Who is calling?
My name's Steve. I'm calling from Alberta.
Steve. Oh, Canadian, eh?
Well, Alberta, eh?
Oh, Alberta, eh? Alberta, man. I want those Albertans to come over here, man. Those Canadians are fantastic. They are just like Republicans, I heard. So, you know, hardworking people. They don't want to be depending on the government, and they want to bring money into the economy. So, all right, my friend, thanks for calling. Tell me one thing that will help us collect more taxes without taxing the people.
Add Alberta as the 51st state.
But that's for the country. But let's say for your state, what's one thing that you can recommend to do to collect more taxes without increasing taxes to your citizens?
Well, right now, Alberta pays a shitload of, excuse my language, a lot of money to Ottawa. Where if we were separate from Ottawa, say our own country, we would be extremely rich. We'd be the third or fourth richest country in the world as far as gas and oil goes.
Yeah.
And apparently Washington, D.C. likes us very much.
Yeah, so do I.
We vote Republican very much. And to improve our state, well, if we were a state, we'd be a hell of a lot richer than most of your states.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I believe it. Yeah, you know, that's the thing about Canada. They have big provinces. They're not states. They're just big-ass territories.
We have more oil, more gas, and if Saskatchewan came with us, I'm not even including the farms, the ranches, and the cereals.
Yeah.
From the farmers.
Yeah.
If Saskatchewan came with us, and they probably would, we got uranium, a whole lot of it.
Well, that's actually good. That's actually good money right there too.
Yes, it is.
So Alberta will actually bring a lot of wealth. If it was a 51st state, or even if it's an independent country, I think Alberta will be better off. And one of the things that I've noticed about Alberta is that, just mentioned the Saskatchewan tribes, if they come together, see, they've been fear-mongered into believing that we Americans are trying to take away their land, and that's not how that works. As a matter of fact, we have proof here that a lot of our Native Americans, they have their own territory. They have their own sovereign land, and the federal government pays them dues, to help them out in either case. So we have lots of reservations, for different tribes, not just, just put all the Indians in one side. No, every single one of them have their own reservation, and they have their own rules. They have their own police. They have their own courts. I mean, every tribe has to follow their own Indian tribal laws. And so, we don't have a problem with that. I think they just fear-mongered into thinking that we're just going to conquer them like back in the days, with Spaniards and all this stuff. But that's a good idea. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. I really hope in the future that is something that we can actually have a discussion on, because I do like Alberta and I do like Vancouver as well. And we're right next to each other. So I'm about maybe an hour, 45 minutes, I think, from Canada. I visited Canada. It doesn't look any different. Besides the miles to kilometers, everything looks just like Washington.
Well, I'm 70 years old. I grew up with miles. I don't have a problem with miles at all.
All right. Thank you so much. You be blessed. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for calling.
Yes.
Later.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. All right. Anybody else? You guys didn't cheat by looking at Robert's comment on there. Good. Do not put that again, Robert. I want somebody who disagrees with me, without blaming Trump, without blaming the war. Tell me something that you think that will bring the economy back in your state or my state if you're here in Washington. And the key question is, how would you get more taxes? How would you collect more taxes without raising taxes on your American citizens or in your state people? How would you collect more taxes without raising taxes? It's a common sense question. It really is. But it's okay if it's not so common sense to you, because you might not be ever thinking about this sort of things. But it's very important that we understand, okay? Because the way, and I'm just going to hint you right now, the way that our government is doing it here in Washington State. I know California, I know every blue state is the same way. But Washington is going above and beyond unconstitutional. Let me just say, they made a budget, they blew it. They blew it. They need to collect more taxes. So they raised the taxes on everything. Sales tax, income tax, federal, everything is raised, not federal. Everything tax is being raised. Cost of doing business, B&O, excise tax, etc. They're raising taxes on everything. And they are chasing businesses out of Washington State. How? A matter of fact, here, I want tax cuts. I want to reduce taxes for every Washingtonian. How would you collect more taxes while giving tax cuts? How's that? Go ahead and go with that. How would you collect more taxes by giving tax cuts? Including giving tax cuts. Let's see, who wants to call? Somebody else with some brains, please call me in and give me some advice. Arrest homeless? No, we need to help the homeless, but we need to help them, not enable them. There's a difference. Gulf of Scotland. I like it. Come on, people. Get it, get it, get it. This is your chance. This is your moment to shine. Yes, Vet, we are great because we still have people that fight for America, not giving up on it yet. Can you imagine? All right, the Vet for Democracy, this guy, he's a little angry guy, but I want you to tell me, how would you collect taxes and give tax cuts? Don't you guys love this? I know my patrons, they love me for that. They know what I'm talking about. We Irish hate this troll. Mount Cone, man, you black. You ain't Irish. Stop lying. You Blaxican. I'm going to put you in time out because you're spamming. Go to the corner. Think about what you did wrong. There you go. All right, come on. Somebody call me in. And you know what the libtards don't call? Because they know that I'm right. They know that they're going to fail on the answer. You know, I appreciate the two people that I've called so far. I appreciate you. You give me good ideas. I already know what I want to do. That's right, Tanya. That's right. Travis is still illegal. Yeah, Travis, there might be a chance. You know what? There is no chance for you. You actually hate this country. You will be the first one I want to deport if I can find you. Christopher Chavez, thanks for stopping by, bro. You have a good one. Take it easy. And the little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way home. Just a wheel piggy. Quiet piggy. Oh, man. Let's see. Here we go. Just for you, Dennis. Create more business. Get more people to come to Washington. Absolutely, Glenn. That is the money answer right there. And, you know, for the longest time, I don't know, Glenn, I don't know if you're here from Washington or how long you've been here. Robert can answer that call. Got to call the other number. The thing is that Washington State used to attract corporations like Microsoft, you know, even Amazon, right? Jeff Bezos. You know, we have Boeing come back to Washington, you know, because it was attracted by no income tax. For those of you who don't know, the income tax that I'm talking about is a state tax. It has been voted by all of us by Washingtonians 11 times. We said, no. Are you crazy? We don't want a state income tax. But because the Washingtonians do not want the income state tax, they went and bypassed our rights, our constitutional rights here as Washingtonians. And they put that on the floor and they passed it, and it's done. Even the compromised judicial branch is horrible here in Washington State. No, Robert, I want them to think about it. So calm. I'm giving you a chance to be productive in society. Stop acting like little children. Right now is not the time to throw insults. This is the time for you guys to shine and tell me the great idea that you have. You know what's funny, Glenn, is that people look at me, look at this YouTuber, what a loser. You know, running for governor, whatever. You know what? You can laugh all you want. Nothing in the Washington Constitution or the United States Constitution says that you must be a doctor, a lawyer. You must be an attorney. You must be a judge. It doesn't say that. It says you have to be an American citizen. That's it. And it specifies on the American Constitution, if you want to run for president, you have to be a birthright American citizen. That, my friends, is very simple. Common sense. I'm not going to argue with that. Yeah, Travis, go ahead. Call me, bro. Tell me your brilliant idea on how to fix the economy in your state. I think that you guys don't want to take advantage of it. So it's okay. It's all right. I get it. I'll tell you what, I want to give a big thanks to my members one more time just because. Okay. All right. We'll take one more call since it's coming in from Florida. Thank you for calling, partner. What's your name?
My name is David Blankenstock, and I hate niggers.
David, I can barely hear you. How are you feeling today, David?
I'm sick enough.
Oh, man. Sorry about that. I didn't hang up on him. All right, so we'll go ahead and and jump to our next video. But before we get to our next clip, you know what's going on. Jakers. Okay. Hey, I gave you guys a chance. You see, guys, I am a fair man. I said I don't want to debate arguing people. I want you to give me the best idea. Give me a way that we can collect more taxes without stealing from the American people. It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. It's crazy that it's very obvious, and yet blue states don't know. They don't know common sense for some reason. Listen, there is a reason why a lot of Democrats, millions of Democrats, they didn't turn Republican, but millions of Democrats voted for President Trump, and it's because of the policies that are put in place for American. And you know what's crazy? And I tell people when they come to my channel, I tell them, I want you to give something constructive to the chat. Give me something that will make me a better person. And all they do is come in, throw an insult, saying liar, liar. They don't make sense. They just, throw insult. That's all they do. And then when they come in, they have a little sheet of gathered facts and numbers that's not what I'm talking about. And they come in here, oh, you can't debate. What a loser. Oh, you got owned. I'm not here for childish games. Our situation, our future is a very serious issue. And we got to take it seriously. I don't have time for games when it comes to that. Now, I'm a clown, and I'm going to make you laugh, and I will try to make you laugh. I am a goofball. But when we need to be serious, we need to be serious. I need you to be serious with me. All right, we'll take one more. Hey, thanks for calling. Who is calling? Can you hear me? Man, I'm losing my voice. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I know you're there, but I can't hear you.
Hey, hello?
Yes, who's this?
Oh, this is Bill.
Bill, how are you, Bill?
I'm doing good. I'm here on the East Coast.
East Coast? What are you doing over there?
In Virginia.
Nice.
I love the show, man.
Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. What?
Hey, the best thing to do about the improving things is get rid of the Democrats.
Well, they're also Americans. We gotta
Gotta get them out. Gotta get them out there.
I know. But that's the whole thing, right? We want to give people the freedom to choose, and we want them to be who they want to be. But at the end of the day, when it comes to voting, when it comes to supporting, you got to support the best policies. You got to support what's best for everybody, not just for you or not just for them. We got to make sure that we're fair with everybody. See, that's the kind of person I am. I like balance. I like justice and fairness.
You make a great governor.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you. That's right. That's our brother, Bill. He is, what did you say it was? Virginia?
Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. Thank you, Bill.
Wait,
Appreciate you.
all right. Appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good night, sir. Take care. Be blessed.
You too, bye.
Bye. All right, I think there was one more call in there, but that's debatable. I know, Brian. I know. Listen, I debate myself 80% on that. Okay, I debate myself 80% on that. All right, guys, and we've come to the conclusion that we need this guy back. We need to go ahead and play what Robert and all the patriots on the chat have been waiting for. Okay, so the line will be closed. We'll take some calls another time. We are heading towards the end of our live here. But I got to give you a little feed. We're going to go ahead and go with the crime chef. I was going to play this, my AI, but... All right, we're going to go with the crime chef and get a little bit of action, getting some deportations going on. Let's see. Before we go breaking in here, we have Chief Justice John Roberts warned against personal criticism and hostility Tuesday in an indirect nod to Trump's tirade against the courts on social media days earlier. The judicial branch, I guess they are not so blind when it comes to justice. They can be corrupted, apparently, and that's something that we have to worry about. Japan has banned mosques, public prayer, and calls to prayer on the streets. They refuse to let Islam take over. Should America do the same? That is the meme of the day. Let's see. Well, New York is doing the opposite. New York is representing how to do the opposite. This is all these people with these mats. And you know what's crazy is this. Yeah, they are. But you know what's crazy is this. Supposedly, they pray 5 times a day. They're so dedicated. They are so religious. They are so spiritual. And yet, none of these people here, unfortunately, other Muslims do, but none of these people here have any love for their neighbor. Pathetic, if you ask me. All right, here we go. Crime Chef is in the house.
There are ways we can do this. There are ways we can take care of a family and do the right thing.
Brace yourself. We got woke liberal white women here to save the day against ICE. Spoiler alert, they won't stop it.
Because it's about that tricycle. That's the picture I take. And it's about people who can't even have a conversation who won't show their face.
The Karen species is so delusionally unaware of its own existence. It's a dark comedy.
My children, your children, it's about them. It's about taking care of them. That means they need a child parent. That's what we're protecting here.
Can you say that what's happening with the child that's inside?
I don't know what's happening to the child, but I see that there. And the fact that this is going on when I see a tricycle, it's bad enough that adults have to deal with this trauma. I have children, and I have to go home and explain it to them. And they have the privilege of being white. They have the privilege of speaking English.
These creatures are a literal virus among us. They are destroying everything that made this country great.
They have the privilege that they're not in there today. But this is causing trauma to all of them. And they have privilege upon privilege. Just because of the way they look. It's about those children. Yes, I care about everyone. And I'm looking at a tricycle of a child who should be out here riding it.
An anchor baby child that should be deported with its parents.
Yeah.
That's what they should be doing today. I'll get on it and ride it. So much fun. Yet I'm not. Nor am I taking care of my children while they're at school. I could be doing that. I could be doing those things.
The Karen's idea of taking care of its children is brainwashing them to hate the color of their skin and question their biological gender. Lock her ass up.
And this is important enough that I'm here, because my children understand that. And I don't understand how people can't look at that tricycle and feel the humanity. That's what I'm asking.
Thank you.
I don't know where to go with it except that anything we do. And I know you're supposed to stand here, and I know that's your job. And yes, I do.
Let's do another song.
Get money else here.
Do other things.
Gotta be right.
One song we can
Are you
sing
doing
is
it for
Love
your
Song.
family? Because I don't know how you can look them in the face if this is how you're earning money.
Another Juan bites the dust.
Get the arm. Give me your arm. Give me your arm.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look what they did to our door. They took my daughter. They took Astrid. Oh my God.
Oh, don't cry. We would love for you to leave with him.
2 members of Jaylee Salguero's family were taken in January after their front door was broken down by ICE agents. Armed men presented them with a warrant of removal for a family member who no longer lived there. Multiple attorneys told me this was not a judicial warrant signed by a judge, and this break-in is a violation of Fourth Amendment rights. Jaylee, who is a U.S. citizen, watched as they took her sister, who is undocumented. She has since been deported.
I wasn't able,
So this is why grocery prices have gotten so expensive.
to say bye to my sister.
They also took her father, who has since been released on bond.
We don't know if we're gonna decide to stay or we're gonna decide to back.
I know it's a hard decision for my parents as well, to leave this country, all that they've done here, worked so hard.
Actions have consequences. Now a brief word from our sponsors, the usual suspects. This is why fatigue is always trending on Twitter. Even the cop is fatigued. He's just going home. It's just the same story time after time.
Yeah! Everybody go to sleep!
If you thought that clip was bad, this next one will change your entire mood.
Oi! Japan! Amica! Abbiamo preso il fallo, sia io che l'americano, regolare. Palo. Questa era la 7, sì, era la 7. Mio fratello.
Bufalino 420 ha donato 1 euro.
Oh, grazie per l'euro.
Intanto buonasera Luca. Sono entrato adesso, come sta andando oggi? Vedo che la connessione regge perlomeno. È un buon inizio.
No, mi dissocio.
He said Amiga, and this guy is trying to play victim.
No, bro.
You, my friend,
Don't be saying my.
You, my friend.
No, I ain't no fan.
Oh.
I ain't no fan, bro. I ain't no fan. This
No,
gonna be my.
wait.
That's not cool to say. Yeah, don't say
Che
my.
cazzo vuole qui? Ma che cazzo vuole qui? No.
Don't say my. Say I'm sorry.
Ma you is my friend.
No. Say I'm sorry on the chat.
Your son.
No, you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry, for saying my right?
No. This is what.
This clown is too stupid to realize just how stupid he is. The streamer doesn't even speak English or understand what's happening.
I don't lie for banties, no good this.
Right, you said my.
No, mi dissocio. No.
What did you say over there?
You said I'm sorry, right?
Sorry.
You're sorry for saying my, right?
I don't speak.
No,
Okay,
you do speak. You said my. I heard you say.
No, mi
You got
dissocio.
5 seconds to apologize.
No,
Slap
no.
you open hand.
No, okay.
Right.
said sorry?
Where you
Say
going?
sorry.
Say I'm sorry for
Sorry.
Sorry.
Say
Just
it.
say I'm sorry.
What you
I'm
gonna do?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
He said he's sorry. He
You
said
sorry?
he's sorry.
It's no problem.
He said he's
Hey,
sorry.
I think per queste parole no.
You
He
sorry.
said he's sorry.
Ooh, I should slap you
He said he's
anyway.
sorry.
boy.
He said he's sorry. Let's
This is what we call a thug.
Ciao. Ma che cazzo vuole questo? Ma questo è sto scemo qua. Mi dissocio, ma che cazzo vuole? Che cazzo ha detto questo? Ma vaffanculo, va sto deficiente. Sto coglionazzo, guarda.
The worst part is the cameraman just standing there, not helping.
Oh, hit that. I could go hoopy right now. Yeah, go sit down. Sit down. You got hit the head. Sit down. Come here. Pat, you run, you're in trouble. Oh. You try to hit me? Did you just try to hit me? Watch, trust.
Okay, go grab Sam and go.
Lay down on the ground now! Get down on the ground! Turn around! Turn around!
Finally, some consequences.
Wait, stop, sir, please stop. Wait, stop, please stop. Wait, stop, sir, stop, please. Wait, please stop.
They will do anything but listen to orders.
All right, here's your copy of the citation. As far as the rules, you don't want to take it? No. Well, yes, you're going to take it because it's your citation.
I don't want it.
That's your citation. That's your citation.
That's
your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that. My car. I'm not stepping out of the
Mom, chill out.
I'm not doing call. Yes, call. I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom, please chill out. Mom, please chill out.
Don't touch me. I'm not stepping out. Call your supervisor.
They always demand a supervisor because they know they are in the wrong and they want to feel powerful over the officer. It never works.
You're not the supervisor. Call your supervisor. A supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing.
Mom, chill out. Please chill out.
Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step out when the supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing. Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. You later. You dropped the ticket, not me. No, you dropped the ticket, not me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me. You're touching me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me too tight, and you're being out of line. Y'all do this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry. Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop. Why are you holding my arm like this?
Because I gave you the ticket.
Why? No, you did not. You dropped the ticket, not me. I told you I did not want it. You dropped it. You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get your hand off of me. You're holding me forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step out of the
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what was the
Mom,
matter?
is there anything I can do to get you to comply? Look, Mom, he just said take the ticket and we get it. You said take the ticket and we get it.
No, I did not. You did that.
He said,
so when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me. I'm not getting out of the...
They think they can talk their way out of law and order, and they think having a child makes them immune to law.
You have a supervisor, okay?
I am the supervisor.
So when your supervisor gets here, then I will step out of the car. Call someone else to come here. There is someone else.
Not right now.
There is someone else. Let me call 911.
Stop.
Wait, please, sir, stop. Wait, stop. Mom, chill out. Mom, please, wait, stop, sir, please stop. Wait, stop, please, stop. Wait, stop, sir, stop, please. Wait, please, stop. No, stop, please, I'm scared, stop. Wait, stop, please. Wait, please, stop, sir. Wait, stop, please. Wait, please, stop. Wait, stop, please. Okay, wait, I can get out, please, it's no trouble.
It's March 17th.
I like how people just tell me that I'm muted. Oh my gosh, dude. I just wasted all of this. Mayra, I understand that you have a crush on me. I get it. But I'm a married man. And as ugly as I am, I have to be nice. This is why my wife actually found some attraction in me. I don't care how fat and ugly you are. I believe deep inside all of that ugliness and things that you have there with your bad words and insults, I think there might be something nice trying to get out. Let that good person come out, Mariacha. Let that person come out. Don't worry about what anybody else says. To all of my members, thank you for reminding me that I had no audio. Oh my God, you guys missed it. It was wonderful what I just said, but it didn't come out the same way the second time. Guys, thank you so much for becoming members. Thank you for subscribing. You have taken me past 18,000 subscribers. Let's keep it rocking. I want more Americans that care about America. America first, but not America only. Remember that. Come on, come and visit the Dennis Herrera Show. Again, I am here so that we can talk, we can have fun, tell stories. And sometimes you're allowed to call me and give me some good ideas that I can work on to better myself or to better the state that I am in. God bless you, your family, and God bless the great USA.